The Power of Positivity for Kids. How to Use Positive Thoughts for Kids to Grow a Positive Mind. Written by Frank Dixon. Narrated by Shawn Lennox. Introduction. When children turn 3, they begin to identify emotions they encounter in different situations. They can differentiate between good and bad times and what emotions accompany them. For instance, if they are being scolded, it accompanies anger and sadness. If there is a birthday party, it accompanies happiness and laughter. When they turn 6, they become more aware of the connection between their feelings and thinking. By the time they turn 7, they can understand that people have the power to interpret this same situation in different ways. According to a recent study, researchers looked at how the understanding of children between the ages of 5 and 10 about thinking positively changes with the developmental changes they go through. Bamford and Lagatuda, 2011. It also looked whether this affected a child's emotional response or not. During the experiment, 90 children were put in 3 groups based on their age. The first group had children aged 5 and 6. The second group had children aged 7 and 8. The third group had children aged 9 and also 10. All the groups were introduced to 3 pairs of characters that went through a positive, negative, and neutral experience. In the first scenario, the character got a new pet. In the second, the character broke their arm while playing. And in the third, the character met a new teacher. One character within each pair framed the event in a positive light, and the other in a negative light. For instance, one of the characters from the pair that broke their arm interpreted the situation positively as they got others to sign their cast, whereas the other character from the same pair categorized the situation negatively, thinking how uncomfortable the cast will be. The children taking part were then asked to report on the characters' feelings. Did the characters feel good about what happened? When did they feel a certain way? The children were further questioned about why they thought one character felt good and the other didn't. Their explanations were characterized as either situation or mental explanations, meaning that the majority of them thought the situation triggered a certain emotion, situation, or the character's thoughts, preferences, and desires caused the emotions, mental. In all 3 groups, children identified positive thinking and negative thinking based on the experiences the character had. The third group seemed more aware of how thoughts can be reframed. They were aware that reframing an event in the mind can either positively or negatively affect an individual's emotional experience. However, regardless of their age, all children believed that in negative situations, thinking positively wasn't enough to make one.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?